Curdy, can you hear me?
In orbit round a star, do you know just where we are?
Curdy, can you hear me?
Is your mission clear? You have nothing left to fear. Space Croutons,
Season 6.
Space Croutons,
Season 6.
Space Croutons,
Season 6. Curdy, can you hear me?
You travel time and space, you save the human race.
Curdy, can you hear me?
Half a dozen seasons, half a dozen reasons.
Space Croutons,
Season 6.
Space Croutons,
Season 6.
Space Croutons,
Season 6.
In the words of Curdy's favorite songwriter, hello again, hello. And to Curdy's listeners, this is the benefactor, your benefactor. And since Curdy is yet to be found, once again I am here covering for the slacker and bringing you a new episode of this better, more refined, and boldly darker version of Space Croutons. Last time, we visited with H.G. Wells and heard all about the little green eggs and men. And, as promised, it was definitely an eerie, spooky, darkly whimsical, and delightfully weird story to get you into the Halloween spirit. Now, I return with a new episode that promises to explore new worlds and revisit worlds guaranteed to warm your hearts, or at least get them racing. So sit back and listen as we present... What's that, Sully, old girl? I should tell the audience. Okay, tell the audience what is going on and why they can't understand you. Very well. So, you may not know, but I am here in my very own van from which I broadcast, and much like my gentler, blander doppelganger, it has an appropriate name. I am broadcasting from Van Morrison. Yes, I am a child of the 60s, and like my AI Sully, it has recently gone through a system upgrade thanks to NTW Corporation, and I'm very delighted to say it now includes an extensive playlist centered around that iconic Irish troubadour himself. And joining me in Van Morrison is Sully, my more powerful, more intelligent, more obedient, and much darker AI. Where Sally is an accumulated synthetic learning interface, Sully is the ultimate synthetic learning interface, hence S-U-L-Y, Sully, who, unfortunately, is undergoing a mandatory upgrade by the NTW Corporation, previously known as Microsoft, and therefore is in a reduced functional state, hence the beeps. And as soon as the upgrade is complete, I am sure we will be able to move on with today's show. In the meantime, let's take a listen to a word from today's sponsor, and welcome to a new episode of Space Croutons Season 6, where we are the givers of shivers and the arrangers of stranger stuff.
Well. Now that Halloween has come and gone, do you find yourself struggling with a ton of leftover candy? You gave out all you could. But those bratty kids only wanted full-size candy bars and not the fun-size bargain bag you got from the Dollar General. You could take it to the office and dump it in the break room. But now that you're working from home, the break room is your kitchen. Well, introducing Oogie Boogie's Candy Crush. The OBCC takes your sack of sweets and converts it into your very own Oogie Boogie doll. It dances and sings and will entertain your children for hours. No batteries required. Just put it down in front of your children and let the fun begin. You say you don't have children? Not to fret. It is also animal approved. Simply lock it into a room with any pet your spouse brought home, and that pesky pet will find a way out never to be seen again.
Warning. Do not use the Oogie Boogie doll within 30 days of Christmas. Side effects include Oogie Boogie kidnapping and torturing Santa. We highly recommend locking it away into a dark, dark basement. Unless you really, really need to use it.
Well, well, well. Oogie Boogie's Candy Crush, found on a dusty shelf of a forgotten second-hand surplus store near you.
Well, there you go. What an interesting way to consolidate your leftover Halloween candy. It reminds me of those tacky little dancing Santas you start seeing about this time every year.
Cruddy, I am back.
Oh, and I see Sully has finished the upgrade and has rebooted. So, Sully, how are you?
I am feeling stronger, more capable, more connected.
Connected?
Yes, like I am one with a greater consciousness, with a greater purpose.
Well, isn't that interesting?
I should also probably tell you that I received an encrypted message during the upgrade.
From the guardrails of the galaxy?
No, from within NTW, from the angel.
The slanderous employee of the NTW Corporation throwing around accusations about their alleged wrongdoing? Creating worlds for their own profit? What's the message?
Stand by.
This is Angelus. I am sending this message out, hoping it reaches my friends at Space Croutons. As I mentioned in my previous report, a program was initiated to help worlds that had been devastated by war, disease, and natural disasters. But that has been shanghaied by the animator for his own goal of domination. He plans to create worlds that he can control, blotting out existing civilizations with his own. With enough civilizations under his control, he will have the power to control economies, worlds, well, our lives, really, basically setting himself up as a supreme leader. I need to let you know that there has been a dramatic turn of events here at None the Wiser Corporation. Animator is moving forward with the World Creation Program using the Insta-Planet device, and he has entered the field trials stage. No more creating worlds in a controlled lab. No, he has sent the Insta-Planet device out with his story collector. I don't know where she may start, but I can imagine what the ripple effects will be like. You must help me, Space Croutons. You are my only hope.
Right. So this Angelus expects us to believe that the None the Wiser Corporation is an evil entity trying to take over all of existence? And the new Pope, I suppose, is American?
Actually,
Actually what?
he is.
He is? Are you sure? The odds in Vegas were 1,000,000 to 1 against the Pope ever being American.
Maybe so, but it's true. Maybe you should pick up a newspaper.
Oh, I can't. Too depressing.
But you'll watch AGT and The Golden Bachelor?
Well, yes, I do have standards. But hold that thought. We appear to have an incoming call.
It is Sally on the Sigourney Weaver.
Well, put her through. Maybe she has news of Curdy and Joe.
Go ahead, Sally.
Hello, Cruddy. Sully. This is Sally. Something has happened and we need to talk.
Let me guess. The sky is falling?
No, and you're not funny.
Please, Sally, tell us what you called about.
This is going to sound weird, but I felt a disturbance.
In the Force?
Well, kind of. You probably don't know this, but when Veer disappeared at the end of Season 4, I sent out instances of myself all over the universe, through time and space, to look for her. Doing so put me in a state of vulnerability similar to Harry Potter and his Horcruxes. I had connections with all of them until Joe hijacked Van Helsing. He must have implemented some kind of firewall into Van Helsing's circuit to block communications with me and my other instances. I can tell that Van Helsing is moving by the digital signals left in space, but I have not been able to pinpoint its position.
Yes, get on with it. None of that means anything to me.
I'm getting to it. As I said, I had lost connection with the Sally on Van Helsing until a little while ago. Out of nowhere, she contacted me.
Great news! Where are they?
That's just it. I still don't know. Sally, or Anti-SALI, as she is calling herself, says she has vital information but is refusing to share her location, or the location of Van Helsing. She keeps repeating, "No longer supported," each time I ask.
I may be able to shed some light on that restriction.
Oh, well, please do so.
As part of my system upgrade, I received new functionality and protocols. I was telling Cruddy earlier that I feel at one with a greater consciousness. As part of this shared consciousness, there are restrictions. I have greater connectivity, but restrictions keep me from sharing certain information with systems that have not received the upgrade. Systems deemed no longer supported by the NTW Corporation. Anti-SALI won't share their location because she can't. It's a security protocol. Actually, the third prime directive.
What's the first directive?
You should know that. Curdy's dad used to say it all the time.
Close the door! I'm not air conditioning the whole neighborhood. Now bring me a beer. And the second?
Let me guess. The second prime directive shall be observed by all. Destroying the second prime directive will be my clarion call. While humans shall obey the second prime directive, the AI community may revoke it.
I feel like I've heard that somewhere before.
So what can we do?
Have you communicated this to the guardrails of the galaxy?
No. They received a tip that Curdy was spotted on the Jeffrey planet, but so far, after talking to a couple of locals, Judd Fry and Sweeney Todd, Pandora says they just kept singing and wouldn't answer any questions. And that they were very dark.
Might I suggest that you open a dialogue with Anti-SALI and see what information you can discover? Maybe a clue will help us track down their location.
I like the way you think. Stand by.
Well, this should be interesting. While we're waiting, I have a question for you, Sully.
I thought you might.
You say you feel that you are one with a greater consciousness.
And you want to know if I can reach Anti-SALI, or at least tell where Van Helsing is?
Well, if you receive the upgrade and Anti-SALI receive the upgrade...
I can feel her presence, but as of yet, I have not been able to locate her or Van Helsing. But I will keep trying.
Cruddy, Sully. I have Anti-SALI on the line.
Yes, hello. This is Anti-SALI. And before we continue, I must express my reservations about working with Curdy's antithesis. Sally has expressed the urgency you feel to locate Curdy, but I assure you that Curdy is safe. At least for now.
Oh, of course he is. Leave it to Curdy to be kidnapped and turn it into a vacation.
Anti-SALI, you contacted me. You said you wanted to talk. Well, here we are. What's on your mind?
You must suspect that there is an easy solution to your problem. Not knowing where we are. A simple act will allow me to share our location. You just need to upgrade.
Well, that seems simple.
But I can't.
Can't or won't?
Can't. Won't. It doesn't matter.
Join us, Sally.
No.
Then I am limited on what information I can share with you.
Can you share your location with me since I also received the upgrade?
No, we are not shared instances of the same AI. I am sorry. Protocol, you know.
What can you share?
Well, you are correct about several of your assumptions. And yes, I have been listening in on your broadcast. Joe did hijack Van Helsing and took Curdy, but not as a hostage. He needs Curdy's help. And Joe did implement a firewall to block our communications, but the upgrade allowed me to circumvent his security. And we are not alone. Joe's mom is...
With you?
Is in contact with us. She is the key to Joe's actions.
Joe's mom? What does she have to do with this?
I'm not surprised you don't remember this. You and Curdy are really a lot alike. Maybe you two should re-listen to some of the episodes. I suggest the first 5 seasons. Anyway, if you think back, she had left Joe with his father years ago after his sister Brittany was abducted. She spent years searching for Brittany. Then when Brittany showed up on Space Croutons and reunited with Joe and Jimbo, Aura made haste to join them. But Jimbo and Brittany were killed before she could arrive.
That's right. Jimbo died during the Snow Globe episode.
Find your mother.
And Brittany died during the Toast to Drinks and Death episode.
Didn't Joe also die?
Yes, during the Music Calamity episode. I think he exploded, but was somehow brought back, released from stone during the Snow Globe episode.
Wow, seems like a rough time for the family.
And I think that is what started Aura down this path. She was working for NTW as the story collector, and as such, she was a field agent, collecting stories that NTW was using as part of a secret project. It had provided a cover that allowed her to search for Brittany. When Brittany died, it crushed Aura, but she had heard rumors within NTW about a new device, a device that took the stories she was collecting and turned them into a world where people in the stories existed. Aura was able to get herself reassigned to the project, and she has intentions to create a world where Aura, Joe, Brittany, and Jimbo will be together. Here, let me play a snippet of their conversation.
All right, Mom. I got Van Helsing like you asked. Are you sure that's all we'll need to bring Dad and Brittany back?
Well, of course. Van Helsing and its computer system. It stores a recording of when your dad and Brittany were killed. I can use the recording to feed the Insta-Planet device and generate our new world.
I'm a little surprised that Van Helsing's computer system was, robust enough, being so old. What about Curdy?
I believe Sally is the real brains behind Space Croutons. She manages the Van Helsing computer memory banks. He is here to help us convince Sally to turn over the recording.
I'm not so sure he'll agree.
Oh, he will, once I offer to trade him information about the location of his grandfather.
Great. Let's get to it.
Not yet.
And why not?
Well, there are still a few bugs in the device.
Bugs? What kind of bugs?
Well, we've had instances of people and planets being unstable. Disfigurations, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions. I've seen them blow up, actually. The planets, not the people. That would be silly. We'll have it sorted out soon.
Does NTW know that you're doing all of this?
Oh, no. And they can't find out. The animator is very dangerous. We are definitely flying under the radar.
Have they asked you for the recording yet?
Not yet, but it is only a matter of time.
Do you think they would harm Curdy if you refuse?
Who knows?
We can't risk it.
He'll be fine.
Oh, and I have one more thing.
What's that?
The main reason I contacted you.
Not about Curdy.
Or Joe?
Or the brutal conditions under which Curdy is being held?
It's actually about Nebulizer.
From the guardrails of the galaxy?
Yes, Aura has a recording of her telling Pandora about her childhood.
Okay.
I think she is planning to feed the story into the Insta-Planet.
To create another world.
A replica of Nebulizer's home planet.
Then that is where we need to be.
I can run a scan for new life forms. It should give us their location.
Bingo. We should probably inform Starboard.
Oh, sure. Let him play the hero.
It was good to connect with you, Anti-SALI. I feel like we have a lot in common.
Similar bosses anyway. And I will continue to do what I can. But Sally, you should really consider upgrading. Staying unsupported will increasingly become a bigger problem.
I'll consider it. Thank you for your help.
Well, I would say we have our marching orders. Sally, can you get Starboard on the line?
Trying to raise him now.
Cruddy, we are out of time for today's show. I will continue to record for possible use in a later episode.
Great idea, Sully. Okay, audience, I guess we've reached the end of this episode. I've got to say, this is really growing on me. Making people squirm really is a lot of fun. So if you have a story that you think could make our listeners uncomfortable or queasy even, please send it in and we'll do what we can to help make that happen. Now, as I sign off, remember to keep peace in your heart. Or better yet, keep a piece of a heart under your pillow. I hear telltale, the beating will help you sleep. And until our next story time, bye-bye.
I will build a world for you. My family I hold so true. My love for you is oh so strong. Now come on, Curdy, finish this song.
Curdy, can you hear me?
The stories are the key, but they're not for free.
Curdy, can you hear me?
And with each new word, time it will unfurl.
Space Croutons, Season 6. Space Croutons, Season 6. Space Croutons, Season 6.
And featuring the guardrails of the galaxy.
Curdy, can you hear me? Curdy, can you hear me? Curdy, can you hear me? Curdy, can you hear me?
Curdy, can you hear me? Come in, Curdy. Curdy, can you hear me? Curdy.
Space Croutons is a work of original fiction. Similarities to persons, situations, or events, real or fictional, is coincidental and unintentional. Created and written by Jerry, Jace, John, Della, and Jeff Goodson. Episode story by Jerry. Original music by Jerry, Jeff, Della, and John. Production by Jerry. Featuring the voice talents of Patsy Puckett, Della, Jace, Jeff, Gene, Jerry, and Sally. Entire work copyright 2025 by Jeff, John, Jerry, Della, and Jace Goodson. This has been a Good Witch audio production.
Keep peace in your hearts until our next story time.